What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to the Limitless Potential Podcast. All right, we talk about everything in health, the 4 pillars. All right, we're at episode 5 right now. Rookie mistake. Man, tell me why I deleted my 4th episode.
Damn.
Deleted my 4th episode, man. Crazy. Rookie mistake. It's cool though, because we got hundreds of episodes coming. We're going to keep them coming. Fire. You know what I'm saying? We got my guy, Tay, right here. Man, introduce yourself, bro.
I'm Tay from Akron. Ciandre is my brother-in-law. This is on his 5th episode, but I think we're gonna probably segue this into me and his podcast after he gonna have this, but I think we're gonna do one too. So
yep. Hey, that's gonna be fire, y'all. We actually was planning on. That's why I got all this equipment and stuff like that. We was planning on starting a podcast. I'm like, bro, let's do it. I want to do one. Like I told y'all in the first episode. So that's why I got this equipment and stuff like that. But that podcast is gonna be fire.
Yeah,
gonna be fire.
More information to come.
Yeah, more information coming in the future. So to make it easier, we just gonna be talking like this, like
that's cool.
Yeah, make it easier. Yeah. So let's get on your journey. So take me back to the beginning. I want to know first. I want to touch on a little bit. Like he says, my brother-in-law, but this like my brother. Right. It's like my big bro. I really fuck with you, bro. Like for real, like I just want to take some time to say that, bro. Cause I really fuck with you, bro. You really like a big bro for real. Yeah, like we got some good memories. You know what I'm saying? I remember like this is the crazy story. I remember when I first met him, like I literally, cause I'm with his younger sister. I came to the door. Don't. First time I came over there. Don't. He opened the door like, what's up? I'm like. Oh shit! I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, man, I ain't know this is a big ass dude come to the door. What's up? I'm like, Capri here. He like, yeah, no, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to have to fight this dude. It was a couple times where I thought, I'm like, bro, you literally go some funny shit, bro. And then I walk in, all her family greet me, except for Shay. Shay was mean. Shay was mean at first. She was mugging me like.
Send me money.
Yeah. Then the second time I was over there like super late because it was like snowing. It was like one of the worst winters we had in Akron. And I was over there. Yo ass, you came home like you was drunk or something. You came home and you came down the stairs. I was on the couch watching TV. You came down the stairs. You literally stopped halfway, looked at me like, bro, I kid y'all now, bro. I was on the couch. Oh, bro, I'm about to get the Tesla. I'm about to get the Tesla with this dude. I'm like, man, fuck. I literally was getting myself prepared. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to get the Tesla. My feet were jiggling. I'm like, damn. You literally stood at the top. Cause you remember in Deal you had to walk
down the steps.
Bro, you literally stood and stared at me like for like 5 seconds like this. And then you just kept walking back. You kept going. I'm like, man, I'm about to call my mom. Please come get me, bro. That was crazy, bro. But I just had to fill it all in because this is really my dude, man. I'm glad that I got the opportunity to meet you because you rubbed off on me a lot. Just off of the confidence thing, like, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that, man. It's really dope to be around people that uplift you, all right? Find somebody or get around people. If you're around anybody that uplift you, try to stay around. And then uplift them too, all right? Add value to them too, all right?
100%.
Yep. So we're going to go back to the beginning. Give me like a little journey because we're going to talk about health too a little bit, like how you like gain weight and everything. So I know in high school you was a little smaller, right?
I was small as fuck, bro. I was like, let me see. So I was like, you know Jose like probably like 5'6". I was like 5'6", 145. Like from freshman to junior year.
5'6", 145.
And the thing is, though, I was that small and I was good. Mm-hmm. But I wish my parents would have helped me back, though. Because I grew my freshman year of college, but my senior year I grew to like 5'10", maybe. I was still like around 140, 150. Mm-hmm. And then my freshman year, bro, I went ham. Like, all I did was eat and work out. Like, that's all literally every day, eat, work out. I didn't do shit. I didn't party. I didn't do nothing. And then I came back home and everybody was like, damn, you got big as fuck.
Yeah.
I grew to 6'2", 185. Like, I basically grew like fucking 5 inches and 40 pounds.
Crazy.
But I didn't notice it because like I was just going, like it was just routine. Like I go to the gym every day. if I wasn't at the gym, I was at the fucking cafeteria. So like it was either and it was literally every day. My roommate was fat, so that kind of put it in context too. Like he wanted to lose weight, so I was working out with him, and in fact, me making him lose weight made me gain weight. Like because we was in the gym like crazy.
He did lose weight.
Oh hell yeah, that nigga was like he was probably like 300 pounds fat as fuck, and that nigga look like a bouncer now. Like he still,
for real?
Hell yeah. I still got a relationship with him. Still, he live in Cleveland. Eugene Pitts. Shout out to Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene, man.
Yeah, that was my dude though. Me and him, like he would push me days that I didn't want to go. Like he would go. Like we would just push each other, and that's really got me on to my fitness journey. Cause like before in high school, I wish I would have did that, but once I got to college, it was like. I wanted him to lose weight because he was self-conscious about himself, and I'm like, bro, you just like all you gotta do is go to the gym.
Yeah,
you feel good, then it helped me out, in the long run too.
Right, the gym really will solve a lot of people's problems.
1,000%.
A lot of people's problems. If you just go to the gym and just lock in, you're gonna be able to transform your body, and it's gonna transform your confidence too.
For sure. Like that shit go hand in hand. Like a lot of people be stressed out, they be having anxiety and shit. It's because now everybody want to sit in the house. Like people don't really. The thing is, people don't want to put in the work.
That's what it is.
It's like you can't just go to the gym for a month and be like, oh, expect results. Like really, you not even gonna see it. But if you put in the work, other people gonna notice. And then it feels good. Like man, going to the gyms, that shit, nothing really that feeling like nothing can replace that.
Right, it really can't.
Like it's you feel good about yourself. You feel confident. And then that helps you in so many different areas of life. Like just not, you know what I mean? Like, having confidence is huge. Like if you got confidence, other people will be confident in you.
Yeah, that's a bar. All right, say it one more time.
If you got confidence, other people will be confident in you.
That's a bar. Like if you don't have confidence in yourself and you work on yourself and then you actually build that confidence, other people have confidence in you. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the crazy part, like really. Confidence is everything though. Like if you don't got confidence, like first of all, even just think about it, not even like because some people mistake confidence with like cockiness.
Right.
It's a fine line between the two. But it's like if you ain't confident, why the fuck should I believe in you? If you ain't confident, if you don't believe in yourself, why should I believe in you?
Right.
It don't make no sense.
You're not gonna believe. I mean? That's like somebody trying to sell you something.
Exactly.
If they don't believe in it, I'm not about to buy this shit. Like,
exactly.
Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But themselves, when they be confident, they be getting you.
Yeah.
They be, oh shit, you believe in this so much, I gotta believe
in it. Exactly. Because it's like I can't, like you said, sales. Like that was my biggest thing in sales. Is like, fuck what I'm selling you. I'm selling you me. Like if you fuck with me, you gonna buy whatever the fuck I sell you.
Right.
So it's like that. I worked in banking, and that was like my biggest thing. Is like I never push products on people. I always like develop the relationship because this is my philosophy. Is like if I come to you and try to sell you something and you don't know me or you don't like fuck with me, then you ain't gonna want to buy nothing.
Automatically.
But if I build a relationship with you and I build a rapport and you can trust in me, then it's easier for me to sell you something because you have confidence in me. Like we build this relationship. And I'm not just some Joe Blow selling you something. I'm telling you, I'm selling you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to give you something that I wouldn't.
That you wouldn't rock.
Exactly. It's not going to be beneficial for you. So.
Right. I think that's what a lot of like people that try to push or teach people how to build their social media following too. Like don't just come on the camera. Hey, I got this product. No, build a community first. Build a connections with people, and they're gonna buy anything you put out in front of them.
1,000%. And one thing I would say that I learned on my little journey so far is that it's a million ways to do it. Like, like as far as like what you just said with the social media, like people might tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. No, you need to do whatever you think, whatever is best for you. Because at the end of the day, it's a million ways to get the same result. Everybody's journey will be different, but if you do it your way, you know what I mean. Don't like take advice. But also, at the end of the day, you gotta follow your gut.
Right.
Like what anybody else says really don't matter at the end of the day because they did their journey, but you gotta do your own.
Right.
They can help you. They can help guide you and navigate you to where you need to be. But at the end of the day, you the one who make the decisions.
Right. I think that's huge too because a lot of people be trying to like get advice and just stick in them parameters. Like,
oh, for sure.
they're like you said, they're their own person. You have to be you. Nobody can be you better than you can be you, and that's gonna help you out a lot. That's what I'm dealing with, or getting better at with myself, is trying to, because there's so many trainers and so many fitness influencers. I'm just trying to make myself stand out in a way.
Right.
So I'm still figuring that out. That's why y'all be seeing me. I'm posting live videos and stuff like that on multiple accounts. I'm just trying to, put my little my mark on it. Not like somebody else. I'm trying to put Ciandre's mark. Like, oh, that's Ciandre. Like, I know that. Like,
hell yeah, that's the best way to do it too. Like, and then growing up, how we grew up, like society tries to put you in a box or like tell you this how you need to operate or this what you need to do. But I honestly think that the reason that I was able to do certain shit because I was always like, I'm not doing what the fuck nobody tell me. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, even though it hurt in some aspects, because I'm hard headed. I'm gonna learn on my own. But those mistakes made me grow into who I am now, and I don't want to be boxed in. I want to be free. Like, I don't want nobody telling me what I need to do or this how I should do it or this how I should live. I'm gonna live however I feel, and hopefully the way I live is not detrimental to other people around me. But at the end of the day, it's like, you got to be happy. Like, I got to do what I want to do, because if I live the way that, like, you got parents, you got family, like, they try to tell you, because they only know what they experience. Exactly. So like, if you want me to live like that, that's cool, but I got aspirations to do way bigger than what y'all do. So like,
you really can't listen to them.
Exactly. Can I really listen to you and follow your advice if I want to do something greater?
No.
Or even like, I don't even need to be great as far as like what society standards is great for me. Like, what I enjoy, like, at the end of the day, is you got to be happy with this, because you make the decisions.
Right.
You don't want to make decisions based on what somebody else telling you, and then you fucking miserable.
Right.
I don't mean to cuss, but I was.
No, I mean shit. I mean it is. I mean shit. I mean when YouTube actions for kids, I put no. Because I know them, because I mean it's just words.
Yeah, it's just words.
It's just words. You put the meaning to them. It's just
1,000%.
But like, just like you said, it really, and then y'all can take that into consideration too. If you can look at somebody that's giving you advice and you be like, I really don't want to end up in your situation, you probably should be taking advice. How can they give you advice?
They can't.
How? Like, you gotta go around, or at least find some people, and even if it's online, it's better in person, but find some people that you be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I wanna at least get to their level, and then once I get to their level, if I wanna go higher, find somebody else, and you just keep going up. Like, not you, but you build a connection that you can hold on to, but you just, if you're looking at them, you be like, I really don't wanna like, when I was younger, I told y'all this in an early episode, I would see people and I'd be like, okay, I don't want
I would be like that.
no, I don't want that.
No.
I want that. So I'm about to go. What is they doing?
Exactly.
Okay, they doing this. Okay, bet. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, they reading. Okay, I'm gonna start reading. They actually take care of their health. Okay, I'm gonna do that too. Okay, they fucking off. They bullshitting. They doing the same shit they was doing 10 years ago. Like people we went to high school with, doing the same shit, and in the same boat.
That's the truth though, because I've been gone for 4 years and I come back and everybody doing the same shit. It's like I ain't even really missed out. Like I've been gone, but I ain't missed shit. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody doing the same shit. So it's
almost like time is frozen.
1,000%.
I'm cool now. I want my shit to be. I want to be excited about life. I want to be doing this, that. Like, it ain't even about money. It's about experiences.
1,000%. I love that you said that, because it's definitely not about money. Like, but when I was younger, I did think it was about money, and then I was like, no, that shit is the money. Money is a means to get you those experiences. Yeah. But if you can I'd rather have experiences than money, because at the end of the day, it's like you can't take the money with you.
No, look at the
experiences that you have, man, and that was, I think, was my motivation to like. For money is to pay for experiences, but it's so many experiences. Man, it's the experiences that is free. Like, it's free. It's just, man, the world is so fucking big. It's so much you can do, so much you can accomplish. Like, whatever you want to do, whatever make you happy, or whatever you want to experience, you can do it. But you gotta have a plan. You gotta be dedicated to get there. But Experience is the best thing. Like that's all. That, really, honestly, to me, that's like life. Like it's the experience. Like I just want to experience the best experience that I can experience. You know, me as a person. But
I want to do some crazy. I already told y'all I need the bag.
Yeah.
The bag, because it's a lot of stuff that I want to experience for myself, and I already told you about like the philanthropy that I want to do too. And I don't want to be restricted. I don't want to go after funding because I'm restricted. No. I did this. Boom. You know what I mean? I pay for that. Not to say I did it, but just to say like you can't control what I do, because you see how a lot of these organizations, they don't really help shit.
No, they don't.
Because they control. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. But you know what I mean? But just I need the money. I want to do some crazy shit.
Hell yeah. So what you want to do? Like what's on your bucket list?
I want to go skydiving in Florida and Hawaii.
Nice.
I want to do it by myself.
Yeah.
I want to skydive out of a hot air balloon. I want to get in the cage with the great white.
I want to do that too.
It's
a lot of stuff though, and those to go back to the experiences. Like, once you go skydiving though, for me, I was like nothing can. You will never, like, roller coasters is trash now.
Garbage.
You will never ever get that experience, and the thing is, it's so fucking peaceful,
bro.
Like when you fall, it's scary at first, and then once you drop the parachute, bro, it's quiet. And you get to, it's crazy because then, like, we living down here,
right?
Like we on the land, but once you in the air, you see like how the land is like fucking all like kind of square. It's like it's a different thing. And it's super peaceful, bro.
It is though. And then you like over the birds.
Yep.
And then it's so quiet up there.
Oh, so quiet. You just up there with your thoughts, and you like from that point of view, you be like, man, this shit is so much bigger than me. You know what I mean?
Literally, because you can't even really see people.
Nah.
Like, you can barely see cars. Houses is like tiny, and it just really give you a perspective. Like,
for sure.
Like, damn.
That's why I always wish, man, if I would have took a different direction, or I would have known, I mean, I would probably want to be an astronaut. Because think about being up in space.
Think about an oh my God.
An astronaut. Like, people really don't even, like, people, because it's hard though when you get caught up in your everyday life to like think on a bigger, like, man, we are a fraction of the whole, like, man, there's so much out there, dude. Like, it's so much out there on this earth. And then think about the universe, like, it's infinite.
Right. And then, like, every point you go, like, even think about Ohio. Like, when I was playing basketball and I would drive down to like Southern Ohio, I'm like, man, all this land.
It's a lot of land, bro.
And then you go, okay, damn. I wonder what it looked like if you drove from here to California. It's just so big,
bro.
And then this land is small compared to Africa,
right?
Like tiny. So you just like, it literally just like, what the? What?
Yeah, and the thing is though, like, now they trying to push that overpopulate. I'm like, that shit bullshit, because I drove from fucking Pittsburgh to Arizona, bro. It's so much undeveloped land. And to put this in perspective, like how big America is, everybody in America can fit in Texas, and have enough space. The maps are not proportionate to how they really are, because they have to make it. They all look similar inside, but they're not similar inside. Right. Bro, this planet can hold so many people.
Exactly, it's just the areas. Like, if you going to New York, of course you're gonna be y'all stacked on top of each other. And that's the thing, is that it's because people are within these urban areas. So therefore it is packed. But once you start to go out, bro, it's so much space. But people want to be, usually because like all the resources are within the area, so people want to move within that area. But bro, this shit is so big, it's bro. Huge. It's literally huge. That's like, I want to go on like I really want to like drive, bro, to when I This still, I ain't not so good. I really want to drive, like, you know what I'm saying? I got you. But it's gonna be a dope experience. Like, it was beautiful. I wouldn't want to drive back, but driving there was cool. You see so much, and I like my whole thought on the drive is like, so when people first came to America, like, they established the colonies on the East Coast. So like, out going towards the West, like, you had to be like kind of crazy, because you was going out there for a dream, basically. Crazy. Like, and this shit, I was thinking the whole time we drive, I'm like, man, how many people die for me to be able to drive this road, bro? Right.
Think about it. Somebody had to build this shit. And a lot of people probably died because it wasn't shit out there. It was not habitable. Like the Native Americans lived there, obviously.
Yeah.
But as far as like industrialized people, it was different.
And they didn't know nothing about.
They didn't know nothing about none of that.
Probably getting attacked by bears and shit. Like
the heat.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Especially the heat.
You know what I mean? You got to think about the elements. Then you got to build all this.
And then you talk about the weather too. Like the weather probably was crazy. And then it's not like it is now. Like you got an AC in your car.
Bro, this shit
like
is, we live in cookie cutter land now.
How do they even carry the materials?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Think about it. Everything now, you want food, you can go to the fucking store. You want anything, like you don't like, man.
You get it delivered to your house.
Yeah, you get
Uber Eats.
That's why people getting fat as fuck now. Excuse my friends, but
yeah, they get fat as fuck.
They get fat as fuck, and
obesity crazy.
For a long period of time, like people don't even think. Like everybody want instant gratification because everything right now is like I say it's like microwave. They want the microwave meal.
Yeah.
They don't want to prepare, cook, take you maybe like 4 hours, but that shit is way better and it tastes better for you. So that's the same thing.
It's save money.
You save money, but it's like, bro, if you worked out, if you started working, if you got that habit young, you're gonna have a longer life. You're gonna be more happier. You're gonna be less a burden on society.
Yeah,
it's like it's a win-win, really.
And everything naturally that's gonna that you can do while you're young, you're gonna be able to still do them while you're older.
Yeah,
like you can be able to be in your 80s and still have sex.
Exactly.
Like if you can't have sex in your 80s, something is wrong.
But I think the biggest thing too with that is like, a lot of people don't want to put in the work. And listen, but if you start earlier, it's easier. Like if you continue working out through your whole life, but if you get to like 50, it's gonna be a little harder because you don't got that.
Yeah.
We're creatures of habit. You don't develop that habit, eating, even not even on a physical level, even on a mental, like keeping yourself in shape physically and mentally, you're gonna have a better life. You gotta have a better quality of life too. Longevity, like you said,
gonna be dope.
Sex, that's really, if you look at it from like a biological standpoint, the only purpose for human beings is to procreate.
Right.
Really. The other shit is like we just experience it.
Right.
The experience, we're living that life. We're gonna just experience it. But in the grand scheme,
at the core,
like for anything, for bacteria, for animals, you procreate. Exactly. You're creating to keep that lineage going. That's the only real purpose.
Right.
The other shit is just fucking fillers for the time that we here.
It's just literally almost like distractions.
1,000%. Yeah.
It's like distractions, like to pass the time. Like, you even see animals like they some of them, like if you watch Animal Planet, they actually like play around with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they do stuff like outside of procreating. But the main thing is
to procreate. Because if you don't procreate, then your species is gonna die.
Right. Right, for real. Yeah.
Think about it. Survival of the species, like survival of the fittest. That's what really that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. That's a topic I would want to like. When we see, it's a lot of topics that I want to talk about when we get our podcast. Because that's survival of the fittest. That's like That's deep.
You can go there. It's a lot.
That's deep.
So that takes you a whole different direction. But it's a lot to go into that.
That's deep. Like even with that's deep.
We'll say that for next time.
Yeah, we'll say that for next time. So okay, let's talk about like your journey with let's talk about let's get them some tips on like financial literacy and why it's important, especially for people who grew up in a community or in a community where it's not really taught.
It's not. Yeah.
So I know you said you did banking. How was that? When did you get started with banking?
So let's see. Right after I graduated college, I was just like, I was applying for jobs. I had a job already, but I didn't like that job.
What was that job?
I worked for a trucking company. I was like
the fuck, hold on. Hold on real quick, y'all. My sister. Come on. She interrupted my first episode. Now she interrupted. Now you can see her face.
Good to see you.
She interrupted my second episode too. My fourth and fifth episode. She stole my bank card.
No, I did not. You're responsible about that.
Stole my bank card, y'all.
Alright.
Alright, I thought I got to be somebody else.
No, I think I was filming, so I didn't know.
I though. I'm like, I'm about to have to beat somebody up. Somebody walk, cause man, I had somebody in here walking here last time. I thought it was old dude. My bad, y'all. All right, so you said you was working for a trucking company?
Yeah, I was working for, I don't even remember the name of the company. It was downtown Akron, but basically what I did was like, so for trucks, they have, like you have an operator, you have somebody that drives. So basically what I was like the intermediary. So like some dude, they'd be like, all right, I'll give you $1,000 to move this load basically. So I have $1,000 to move this load. And my job is to negotiate to get a trucker. So we had a database. I would go in there and I would pick, you can see like what they rated. And I'm negotiating with, sometimes I'm negotiating with the trucker, but most of the time it's like they have a dispatcher. Yeah, so I'm negotiating with them and I'm trying to undercut, like they give me $1,000, I want to make some money off. So like, if I get you to move this load for $600, then I just made $400. So it's like a lot of negotiating and that, and it was cool, but I got to a point to where I was moving so much product. So let me go back, like, so within, you had like a probationary period. Within a certain, like, I think it was 6 months or whatever, you get a base salary. And I grew my base salary, so I'm like, man, I want some money. Like, I'm making a lot of money. And like, I would get gift cards and shit, but I'm like, man, I'm making, like, I was working underneath a dude. I'm like, I'm making him like buku bucks. I'm like, man, I want to, and they kind of was like, oh no, this is what everybody has to do. I'm like, fuck that. Like, I'm moving so much stuff. Then it was a bank downtown, and I was like, they make good money. They work Monday through Friday, and you could like you get paid based on your sales. So I got into that. Oh, and banking, yeah. Like I have no experience, and I think what got me in there is like, she was like, "Why do you want this job?" I was like, "Because I can control how much money I make. If I sell these people something, I know how much work I put in is how much I'm gonna get out." So I'm like, I got in there, and she must have liked the information that I said, but confidence was a big thing. Like I always was very confident in myself.
Now we talking about confidence, y'all. Confidence will get you there.
1,000% get you there. So like, I got in there. I started working in the banking, and then I met this dude named Daniel, older dude. He knew me and Shay from track. He was like big into sports and stuff. So he was like, man, you got a good personality, blah, blah, blah. He was like, you need to get in investments. Like, I don't know shit about investments. Like, I grew up in the inner city Akron. Like, I don't know shit about finance. Like, working in banking, I grew a lot. Like, I learned so much.
So like, in banking, you grew a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it changed I feel like it changed my whole trajectory of life. Like, I learned how like to actually like handle money, learned about credit cards, learned about like mortgages, like auto loans. And what fucks us in the inner city is like we ain't taught about none of that, and our parents ain't passing that down to us. So like financial literacy, to get back onto what you were saying, like the financial literacy is huge. Like, because if you don't got, even if you don't have the means, but if you have if your credit is good enough, you can do it will unlock so many different doors for you, and you can do so much, and it's just like the world at that point is just open to whatever you want to do, whatever work you want to put in.
So people need to fix their credit.
Oh, 1,000%. Like credit is that will limit you to where you can stay, things you can do, and it's like that needs to be more taught within the inner cities, because like we don't learn none of that. The only reason I learned is because I got that job, and honestly I just stumbled upon that. Like I was just like, let me try this, you know what I mean? And then it grew into something beautiful to like now I work in investments. Like I ended up taking that dude's advice, and he's still kind of like a mentor to me. I still like talk to him and shit, and he kind of like steered me in that direction. But bro, finance is like, it's a hidden gem. Like that's why you see like a lot of these like white people, and not because they smarter, right? It's just because they know how to leverage their resources. Yep. And like having the financial background, or even just knowing a little bit about it, you can leverage so much shit to get to where you want to be. It's crazy. Like the world really is like information. The more information you get, or the more information or the access to information that you have, the better quality of life you will have. Because like if you don't have it, most people don't have the information because nobody's teaching them that.
Right.
And some people just get lucky and just fucking stumble on it, or somebody give that information. Then what you do with the information is up to you.
Right. Or somebody sow a seed, like
1,000%.
Yeah. But then, just like I don't want y'all to skip over that. You said a mentor, somebody guy, or at least just point it, like say your head is facing this way and it should be facing that way. Somebody just okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's dope. That's dope. Especially like you able to attribute like a lot of your success now to a certain job that you stumbled on. And I want y'all not to go over that, not to skip over that too. Like he probably could be like, man, I don't know nothing about banking. Like let me just not really try. I'm probably not gonna get it. No, he had a confidence in himself and he took a chance on himself. And got the job and helped.
My biggest thing though with like the confidence thing is like, bro, this is how I always felt like since a kid. If I get in front of people, I can make them like me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it's like the job. Basically, when you get hired at a job, all they want to, if you get them to like you, they're gonna hire you.
Right.
I mean, obviously you got to tell them what they want to hear too. I mean, that's reality.
Right.
Tell them what they want to hear. But if they don't like you, they're not gonna hire you.
Yeah.
If they like you and you confident and you come in there like, boom, 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 this is what I can do for you. This is how this is how I'm gonna be an asset to your company. Then they'll hire you. But also that even thinking like just getting a job, like that's like low level thinking, because you want to expire. Yes, you may want to get the job to get you to the end result, but at the end of the day, you don't really want to work. Everybody doesn't have the ability to be an entrepreneur, but if you have the ability or you have admiration to get there, that's the end goal.
Right.
The job is just a means to an end to get you to where you need to be. But if you just like, and there's nothing wrong with if you just want a job, but if you just want a job, that's cool. But if you use that job to leverage you to like, all right, I'm gonna use this job, I'm gonna make this money, and I'm gonna do whatever my long-term goal is.
Right.
I'm gonna use this to sustain me for now until I get to where I need to be.
And then just like that, if you are one of them individuals who like, I just want a job, I just want to be comfortable, you need more than one source of income.
1,000%.
Like, so you use that job to fund either investments, like to invest, to put it in an index fund or put it in a hedge fund, or do something with your money, because your bills never gonna stop.
Nope. And like,
it's never gonna stop.
The crazy part is that society like tells you, oh, you need to go to school, you need to do this. Like, man, so many different ways to get money now, bro.
Especially 2022.
It's nuts, bro. Like, you got the internet, you got so many resources that for you to not be making any money is like, you just don't give a fuck.
You lazy. Bugging.
You lazy. But the thing is though, everybody, like I was saying earlier, everybody want instant gratification, everybody want everything now.
Right.
People don't really want to put in the work. And the more work you put in, it usually pays off. Right. In my experience, like every person I seen like that put the time in, it's not gonna be right away, but later down the line, like you just gotta grind. You just gotta be resilient. And if you know what you want to do,
right,
who the fuck can stop you at the end of the day? You know what I mean?
Right.
You the only person that determines how far you go or where you stay. If you stuck in one spot, you know what I mean? You determine that. Like, yeah, there's outside factors. You may not have had the best home life. You may not grew up in the best environment. Or you may not have the best information. But once you start being able to think for yourself, who's stopping you from attaining that information? You. Ain't nobody can, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can, whatever you want. I'm a firm believer. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want. Yeah. Really, like. If it's within, if you are willing to put in the work, you can do whatever you want.
Right, and it's just like it's your decisions.
1,000%.
Like, are you deciding to binge watch Netflix, or do you deciding to work on yourself? You know what I'm saying?
And I like the fact that you brought up the decisions. Sorry if I'm talking.
No. Hey, man, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? This is fire, man. I'm here. This is a powerful conversation, like, and this is, you know what I mean, the conversations that we need to help spark people. So.
Yeah, like with decisions, for me, like that's every fucking thing,
that's
bro.
That's everything, bro.
My whole life has been decisions. Some bad decisions, some good decisions, some decisions that I just made off, you know, how I felt, and like now I try to move off of how I feel instead of like thinking, oh, does this make sense logically, or like, does it, like, if I feel in my gut, I go with that because my gut ain't never really been wrong. But like, to go back to decisions, everything in your life is decisions. Like, if I would have made decisions, like, think about when we grew up. You got friends that's in dead or in prison.
Yep.
I got like good friends like I got friends that's in jail for life. I got friends that got killed, like best friends, you know what I mean, like I grew up with. But what separates me from them is I just made a decision. I don't even know if it was conscious. Like, I just love sports, so like that's what kept me out of a lot of shit. But it's like your decisions can change the trajectory of your life. Like, you can all we can all be from the same environment, but you can make a decision that separates you. You know what I mean? And that'll make you better or no better or less than that than them individuals. Like, you still got love for them. But at the end of the day, you gotta like look at where do you want to be in 10, 15, 20 years. And a lot of the times though, growing up in the inner city is just like, we just surviving the day, like day to day survival. And that's a bad way to live. But you gotta live, when you in that environment, you gotta be like that. And it's like survival. Like, if you want to live in a survival mode, that's like you fucking on alert, and you gotta be like that to make it out. But then once you get out, you gotta train your mind to be like, I need to live. I need to live for other outside of today. I need to look farther in the future, and I feel like that's what fucks us up in the inner city. Is like, really, when you think about it, when you growing up, who do we look up to? Niggas that so dope or play sports.
Cause they got the money.
Right, exactly.
They got the life we want.
They got the life that we want, and we haven't seen like doctors, lawyers. Like, we don't know any. We seen that shit on TV, but to us it's not attainable because who do we know that is doing that? Nobody. So I'm gonna look up to
maybe a nurse.
Exactly, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, really, like, if you don't have those aspirations, or you're not seeing something. Like, how can you make the decision to try to be like that? You wouldn't even know the first place to start.
You really don't. And like just like you said, sports helped me too. Like, sports helped me too because it gave me something to aim for. Because I knew like at a young age that I wanted more for my life. Like, I seen like, you know, I seen my parents struggling and stuff like that. I knew I didn't want that for myself, like growing up. So I'm looking at the drug dealers. I don't want to do that. I thought about it.
Yeah, we all got temptation.
Cause like they got the bag, they got the money. They, you know what I'm saying? And they cool. Everybody rock with them. But I'm like, but then just like I said earlier, I see what people go through, and I'm like, do I really want that? And I see them, you know what I mean? And I'm hearing about it, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, my family members and friends and stuff like that. You see the problems, and you hear about the problems that they're going through, jail, getting shot at, getting killed. Yeah. Do I really want that? I really don't. If I had to, that's why I always tell my dad, I'm so thankful for you for not leaving, because my dad had me at 16. My mom was 15. I'm thankful, because if he wasn't there, I probably would have had to do that.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? I would have had to do that. But I'm thankful because now he gave me the option to, you know, create what I'm creating now. But like, the next best thing is sports. LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Vick. And that's what people I'm looking to. Okay, so I'm playing football and basketball. I gotta make it. Like.
Exactly.
So like, I'm not thinking about being no doctor, no lawyer, none of that. You know what I mean? So like, having that representation is definitely a game changer for the youth, for sure.
1,000%.
And like back in the day, before, I seen a video, Dr. Umar Johnson explaining this too. I think it was like in the 50s or 60s. Most of the doctors and lawyers that were black lived in the communities. Yeah. So it was more familiar for the young people to, oh yeah, I could be a doctor because he doing it. Right. You know what I mean? Or they living right there. But what happened was they took them out. They start paying them more money, and they start moving to the suburbs. Yeah. Now all you see, sports. So like, it really definitely I ain't gonna lie, the government fucked us up.
They did though. They fucked us up.
They smart as fuck. I ain't gonna.
But you gotta think about it. I always try to tell people. Excuse me. Think about it from the people in power. You want to keep the power, so you're gonna do whatever you do to keep people divided, and keep people within their place. But as black people in America, like, we already know how to survive, but we gotta know how to thrive. Like
Thrive. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's so fucked up for the inner city. Is because like, bro, they ain't got shit. Like, there ain't no resources no more. And if you don't know how to do something, like if you ain't got nobody showing you, you know, hey, bro, you don't gotta play sports, because everybody ain't gifted. Like, you know what I mean? It's only fucking 5 people on the team that's gonna play.
Right.
Basketball and football, you got 12, but everybody ain't gonna be gifted at sports. And the dope boy dream, like, I don't really know too many of my friends that they make good money, but it's rare for you to make it out without being dead or going to prison.
Yeah. To make some
making some real money. And the thing is, like, even if you did decide to do that, which I'm not condone it, and I don't look down on either, but if that's what you need to do, get out your environment, use that, like I said with the job, use that to get you to where you need to be.
I always said that.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, maybe I might have to sell dope for a little bit. But also, that's a decision that you make.
Yeah.
Make sure you're willing to deal with the consequences that either you're willing to kill somebody, you get killed, you're willing to go to prison.
Right.
If you're willing to deal with those consequences, that's cool.
Yeah,
but make sure that you're willing to deal with that.
Right.
But don't let that be, I'm gonna be fucking selling dope till I'm 70.
Yeah, this is my life.
This is my life. Use that to transition. Get passive income.
Yeah.
Invest into something. Like
real estate,
fucking trucking, like do something that's gonna bring you money so you don't have to live that way no more.
You can clean your money up. Like,
1000%.
We're not remoting it, but if you have to do that, clean the money up. Like, you think Italians and the mafia, they wasn't doing that? That's how they got big.
Yeah.
They was pushing drugs, pushing alcohol. Yeah, and then they got bought businesses and stuff like that, and they went crazy. And now they got, now it's legitimate businesses. But that's definitely that's definitely a powerful message. Like, I always said that too. Like, if I had to, I know I'm always gonna have an end goal or exit strategy. Like,
for
exit strategy. Like, okay, boom, I'm about to run up 20, 30, whatever, and then boom, I'm done. I'm not about to get addicted to the fast cash. Like, that was one thing about me. I want, like, everybody want what they want fast, but I'm okay with being patient and waiting for it. Like, I'm okay with that, and I know that's the part of it. Like, so
patience is a big thing though. Like, I was the same as you. Like, I wanted all that shit. Like,
right now
it's easy. Like, I mean, I see my fucking family, like friends, making so much money off that shit, but then I seen what comes with that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm like,
fuck that. Like, I'm cool. Like,
I'm cool, bro.
For real. I mean, like, if I had to, I'd do it.
Yeah, if
like,
I had to.
I got up here. I'm in the game. To me, I say the game is played at butt of shoulders. Like, bro, this shit up here. If you got a strong mind, bro, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
Whatever, bro. Yo, like, the same energy that you can put in the hustle, you can put into anything else.
Right. And I've heard because I watch a lot of like entrepreneurs that was hustlers.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a great transition.
Yeah, great transition. Like, you know the Wall Street Trapper.
Yeah. He was.
Watch it. But
and you see what he do now. Like, he used that energy. He was a hustler. Bro, if you can hustle fucking drug, nigga, you can hustle anything.
Yeah.
So he learned how to get into investments, and he's doing very well for himself.
Yeah, boy.
I follow his shit too.
Yeah, he dope. I watched his podcast on Social Crew Podcast, and then that's what got me hip to him, and I started following him, and like, man, it's dope how he's literally bringing what the white people is doing to the black community.
That's one thing too I want to touch on, because I really ain't going to that, but bro, once I started working in investments, I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. It's a hidden secret. Like, bro, that's how, like, when you have wealth, that's how they keep that money. They have mass, because you got like, I can't go into too much detail because of my job. Like, I don't want to be seeming like that I'm giving financial advice.
Yeah.
But you got like preservation of capital, which is like preserving your money. You can do like growth. So basically, like, based on whatever you want to do with your money, there's investment vehicles for you to be able to get whatever your goal is or to obtain it. But we don't know shit about investments in the inner city. There may be some people that may know, but most of the time we don't know nothing. And that's where you make the motherfucking money. right there. Because your money is working for you. You putting money into this, like you said earlier, index fund, the S&P 500 or something like that. And if you look at it historically, like it grows at a certain pace. This is not financial advice. But
this is not
if I was
advice.
people listening to this podcast, start looking into like different investment vehicles and start getting up on game, mutual funds, equity stocks, even like CDs. It's just so much different things that you can get into in investments that I feel like they should teach us in the inner city or even in school, like any school. Because like in the suburban areas, them kids, they all know about that because their parents are doing that, so they're getting that information. But like us, we don't know. Like I don't fucking know. I didn't know about investments until I started working that shit. It's like, so it's all new to me, and I still don't like I don't know nobody personally that I grew up with that knows anything about that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like. It's like a little secret thing that only a certain population knows about, and they're reaping the benefits of it.
Going crazy with it.
It's crazy.
That's just like on what you said. Like that's definitely on purpose, but like
for sure, it's systematic.
With like financial literacy, my little cousin, I was over their house because they go to Medina. So I was over their house and they had laptops and stuff like that, and they was doing homework. I'm like, let me see her schedule. She was a sophomore. Shout out to Delai. She gave me her schedule and she had accounting. I'm like,
bro,
accounting?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? She's like, we take accounting. I'm doing good. I'm like, you taking accounting as a sophomore?
They get exposed to a lot, like the different, like from the suburbs and shit. They get exposed to different shit. But me, this can sound like conspiracy type, but. The people in the inner city schools, bro, did you see Akron is like one of the worst in Ohio? Yeah. So public schools, to me, they're setting you up to go to, this is my opinion, going to prison. Like, think about it. When you're in school and in public schools, I can think about Perkins. We had to fucking walk in the hallway, quiet, walk on the right side. Everything was like super systematic.
Yeah, everything.
But then my friends that went to suburban schools, once I started getting older, they was free as fuck. They could do whatever they want. They're able to question things. So I feel like they are meant to be like, all right, you go to society, you're well equipped. We got accounting. We teach you all these different things that in the city they don't teach us. Like we just learn how to fucking be obedient. Don't question anything. Work. Yeah. Like this is what you need to do. Like don't question. Don't have any thoughts of your own. Yeah. We're gonna fucking make sure we tell you what you need to do.
Everybody that thought of their own got in trouble too.
1,000%. Yeah. And the kids that question shit, or the kids that were maybe they would deem bad, it's like they didn't fucking want to follow this rigid line.
They had a mind of
their own, and you label them as deviant, but they just shit that you trying to teach them or you trying to make them conform to something is very boring. And to go back on to why I feel like I was always like rebellious in the sense I don't want to fucking follow your rigid this is what I need to do. No, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Right. But so in college, I originally wanted to go into law. Because I was like, I seen how fucked up it was, but then once I started getting into it, I'm like, nah, that's not really what I want to do. Because I don't want to change. Like I used to want to change, like try to change shit. Yeah. Just seeing from my perspective, but I really can't change anything.
Right. Yeah.
So like, I just try to give people information if I talk to them, if they're willing to listen. Like boom, this is how you need to move, or just in my experience, this is how things have worked for me. But I think public school is just like. I went to public school my whole life, but it's just, I feel like they're creating you to be like this. You need to be within these lines. Yeah. You don't go outside of these lines, but that shit is so detrimental.
Right. Yeah. For real.
Because it's like
you creating.
You set me up for failure.
Yeah.
You set me up for failure. Like you want me to be a worker. Yeah. You set me up to be a worker class, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that, but like, why can't you expose me to other shit?
Right. At least set me up to be a high level working in the working class, like not like the lowest minimum wage working, job that I can get, or just something where I can't. Because I learned that wealth starts at above $150,000 a year, and majority of people don't get that. So if you at the bottom of that, you just like, man, you really gonna be messed up.
It is, you'll be messed up. And the thing is, like we said, life is all about experiences. So if you don't have resources, which money to me is a resource.
It's a resource. Yeah.
You working to get this resource to be able to use this resource to experience these things. Yeah. So if you have minimal resources, how are you going to be able to experience life to the full?
You're not.
You know what I mean? So it's like, then you're in survival mode. You are just living check to check to check. And it's like, some people don't, it's fucked up because it's just a fucked up thing. It's just like, if they teach you how to get it, or they teach you alternate ways, I feel like things will be different. But also, you got to think about this too. Prisons are money makers.
Money, yeah.
They get paid for a prisoner. Yeah. So like, private prisons is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
So I wrote a paper on that. Private prisons, they do this thing called cherry picking. They can pick inmates based, like, I want the inmate that's the most health, you know, not as crazy. Then, like, the rules are, since it's a private organization or a private entity, the rules, they don't apply by the same rules that the states. So, like, I can have overcrowded, I can have less correction officers. And cherry picking to get on that is like, if you an inmate, you got health issues, well, the prison has to pay for that. So if you have a clean bill of health, all right, I want this prisoner to come to my shit. Right. And they get paid per prisoner. State prisons get paid per prisoner, and private institutions. So it's like, to me, think about it like this. So since companies, what is the company's bottom line? To make money for the shareholders, right? Right. Okay. So if I'm a prison, and I'm an entity, what is my goal? Don't I want more prisoners?
You want to stuff that.
Exactly. I want to have as many prisoners as possible. So to me, it's like, that seems kind of like a conflict of interest. Like,
it's definitely,
you're getting paid off of more people that come into prison. So what do you want more people in jail?
Right. What's stopping you?
What's stopping you? And why in America we're supposed to be like civilized or advanced society, but we have one of the highest prison populations. Right. You know why? Because the fucking money, man.
It's all about money. And that leads to the music. I learned that it's people that own, like, that's pushing this music because they own stocks in a private prison. Bro. So if you can push music that's gonna cause people, and music do affect the way you feel.
1,000%.
When I work out, I like being beast mode. I'm listening to, you know what I'm saying? And I do that on purpose to get, you know what I'm saying, to bring that beast mode out of me. But when I'm just regular, I don't like to listen to it because it makes me, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I listened to Chief Keef, I want to fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Literally.
You know the crazy thing is though? So I'm sorry, I'm going to segue this into a different thing, but so music is frequencies. Literally. Sounds are frequencies, right? Frequencies. We all give off frequencies. We all energy beings, and when you get that frequency, whatever it be, maybe it could be fucking hype ass music, it could be sad music, it could be happy music. It's gonna enter your system, and then you gonna feel that type of way. Like, and the music is the big thing though. Like, music is misleading a lot of people because they think that these entertainers or rappers are still living that lifestyle, and 9 times out of 10, most of them niggas ain't even really living like that. Why would it's entertainment? Why would you? If you got to a certain, like, why? Right. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas ain't out here killing people. Some people like, and then you got these young kids that are like impressionable, and they like, oh, this is how I gotta live like this, but they ain't really living like that. Right. You gotta understand that this is entertainment. They need to do what's gonna sell to the masses, and you got dumbass people out here doing the same shit, thinking that, like, come on, bro, like, that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere, nigga.
Right. And then you got rappers that's trying to make it big, that's pushing this type of music. They like, oh, this is what gonna get me the bag. Yeah. So I'm about to rap about this. I ain't about to rap about nothing conscious. Like, everything that you hear in raps is,
man, that shit is bullshit.
Is like, literally, and it's like, it's so detrimental to your community. Like, everything, the drugs, the degrading the women. Like, that's like, you start from the woman. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, just everything that you hear is to tear down the community. And what it's gonna make you do? You gonna wanna fight, you gonna wanna shoot, you gonna wanna kill, you gonna steal, you gonna sell drugs. Where you gonna end up? In jail.
1,000%. Now with that's the same, to go back to the decision, it's like, right, I fuck with rap music, but some people just, they think this, like, they don't understand that it's a form of entertainment. You can't try to live this lifestyle that these people are talking about, because, I mean, you can live that lifestyle, but it's like, do you know what comes with that?
Right.
They not living that lifestyle no more. They got out of that situation. They're telling you stories from what they've done in the past. Some people may still be doing it, but it's like
it's rare.
Come on, bro. Like
it's probably not.
It's very high. It's like you might as well play the lottery if you think that you gonna do what they do and you think that you ain't gonna go to jail or gonna die.
But this dude was huge. Like he was humongous. He would do like 1,500 push-ups a day or something like that. But everybody was scared of him. Everybody in jail was scared of him. That's when you know it's different. Yeah. Everybody in jail was scared of you. Like, but this is like the biggest, baddest dudes. Everybody scared of him.
Right.
Bro, like what you gonna do, bro? If somebody like that just
right. You can do. There ain't no guns in that bitch. You don't know how to fight. You fuck.
It ain't even worth it, bro. Just get your bread, man. Then like it's 2022. Like I told you, go find that podcast. Entrepreneurship is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, bro.
Man, you can
get you some money, bro.
Now listen, some money. For anybody that want to go to prison route, this is my thing. Unless you sweet. Like, you might have fun, but if you like women, bro, you about to be rocked over on all men. I'm good on that, bro. I love that's nigga. Like,
that's my biggest thing,
you want to
be
around a whole bunch of niggas that's angry, bro?
Angry.
What's up, bro? Aggressive as hell, like.
Bro, I want to be around dudes, bro.
Good, I ain't trying to be around a whole bunch of niggas though, bro.
No, bro. At all.
I have no desire to ever do anything like this.
Yes, I'm cool, bro. So you mean to tell me that it's a strong possibility that I'm being here with all dudes? My safety is not. I'm gonna have to join a gang or something. I'm gonna have to do some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to like get on some. I'm gonna have to hurt somebody or something like that. I don't want to do none of that, bro. And then I'm around all dudes, and then like I'm gonna have to fight for my life, like, bro. I'm cool. Then I got motherfucking people telling me what to do
and shit.
I gotta eat this dirty food, bro. Y'all, I don't even eat meat, bro.
Right.
So I'm gonna go in that bitch.
You're gonna be in that bitch starving,
bro.
And it's almost like public school, nigga. Like I'll bring it back to that. You're structured. You got certain time when you eat. You got time when you gotta go to bed. You gotta fucking you got somebody telling you what to do. The warden, whoever. Yep. They control you.
Literally, and you get the little playtime.
Yeah, they give you a little. It's like, think about school. You get recess. You get lunch, breakfast.
Trash.
And at the end of the day, it's bullshit. Especially in the city school, nigga.
It's
trash.
Trash, bro. I went to Rankin. I went to
Rankin, nigga.
Bro, I went to Rankin, bro. I went to Farzone Park, Rankin, Perkins. I went to like eight different public schools, so I got a taste of all of them.
Yeah,
bro.
Trash.
Yeah, trash, bro.
They feed you shitty ass diets too.
Yeah, bro. It's definitely trash, man. Well, hey, y'all, we gotta wrap this up, man. We can probably go for hours, man.
But we can talk.
But yeah, man, this is a good ass episode, man. I'm glad we had you in here, man. My guy in here from across the country. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know he was in town for weeks. I'm like, man, I had to get you on here, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, I want you to end off the episode. Give the people a word of advice. Which you know what I'm saying? Give them something juicy.
I would say my biggest word of advice is probably just do what make you happy. Don't follow what other people say. And at the end of the day, be you. Be you. If people don't like you for you, respectfully fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, just be yourself and make sure you make smart decisions. You gonna fuck up along the way, but it's a journey. Just make sure you remember that and keep your eye. Whatever you want to do, make sure that you create a plan to get to where you want your end goal. But it was nice talking to y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Yep. So what is your end goal? That's pop. Yeah, what is Tay's goal?
My end goal is not to fucking actually work for somebody. Like, so right now,
you have a financial goal?
The financial goal, I don't have a financial goal.
Okay.
Like, far as money wise, I feel like
or net worth or anything.
I got to where I wanted in that aspect, cause like before, like I knew about credit and shit. Mm-hmm. That was like the goal. But then now I got to a place to where I'm good. But my goal for me personally would be to have enough passive income from either investments, or most likely it'll be investments, to be able to sustain what I like to do. Like, I like to travel, you know that.
Yeah.
So as long as I have enough money to where I'm able to travel and be able to do what I want to do, that's the end goal. I had a 5-year. Now it's probably like 4 more years. What I need to do to get to that. So I got all license and shit. Now it's just building up the money to get there and invest along the way. But I do say, like, I like that was a good ass question, because everybody has a number.
Right.
What, like, you need to figure that out. Like, I already, like, not you, but I'm saying the people.
Yeah.
Like, you need to figure out what your number is to make you comfortable and to do what you like to do. I figured out my number, so I'm like, all right, as long as I'm able to get enough passive income to where I'm not working, I'm getting paid off maybe dividends, or like I said, the S&P 500. If you invest in that, you could do like $500 a month, or like $200 a month, or $100 a month. Like, over time it compounds, and you build that up, and then, man, there's so many different vehicles that you can put money in. Like, you can invest in something. Let's just say on a low, you get 5% return. Say if I invest $100,000, I'm gonna let's say 10% is $10,000. 5% will be $5,000 a year. But let's just say you amass enough. Say you have $1 million. Say you get enough to $1 million, which is not unlikely in this day and age.
Right.
So if you get $1 million, right, and you're able to get 10% off of that, you invest that $1 million and you get 10%. That's $100,000 a year.
Right.
Passive income.
Everybody can live off that.
You can live off that.
Most people.
If you smart enough and you good with your finances, bro, you can do whatever you
live good too. You can live good with that.
What they say, over, I think it's like 70,000. It's like anything that you make in addition to that is like, your lifestyle is really not going to change that much. You're going to have access to like luxury things and different things like that. But I'm talking about, like, far as your necessities, that is like a number that if somebody can get into that space, they'll be comfortable as long as they know how to manage their money.
Yeah.
Because you can have somebody that there's people that make, working in banking and shit, I've seen it. People make 200, 300,000, but they don't got no money.
Yep.
Because they live in check to check. Because yes, you may have you have all this money, but think about, like, people don't realize, yes, you make more money. Usually with more money comes more responsibility, more liabilities.
Spending.
Like, you're getting in more money, but you're spending more money. Right. You got a big ass house, you got a car, you got all these things that you have to maintain. Property taxes, things like that. And people they think, oh, money. Listen, if you can't manage fucking $10,000, if you working at McDonald's and you can't manage that money, don't think because you're gonna make $150,000 that those problems are gonna go away. Because if you can't manage $10,000, what makes you think you can manage $150,000? And that would be my number one thing. That now that you said that would be my number one thing that I would tell people. It's not about what you have. Sorry, I didn't mean that. It's all about how you manage your money. If you can't manage $10,000, you're not gonna manage $100,000.
Right.
Like, so people are like, oh, I just need to make more money. No, you don't need to make more money, because you don't even know what to do with this money that you have.
Right.
So you need to fucking figure out how to manage the $10,000, and then once you get more money, then you'll be able to manage it. But if you ain't managing that, nigga, you ain't managing the money when you get it.
And that's like getting the knowledge, because if you ain't got the knowledge,
though, that's true.
That makes sense. Like, just like you got to learn how to manage it. That's dope, because if you give $1 million to somebody that's homeless, they're probably gonna go broke. Like they said. If you give all the money to the poor people, it's going to trickle back to the same rich people pockets, because they got the knowledge and they got the habits that's going to get them the money. In the reverse, the poor people got the lack of knowledge and the habits that's going to make them get rid of the money.
It's just rich habits, poor habits.
Yeah.
Rich people don't really spend money. Like, they invest their money. They live frivolous. Like, most people that I've met that have a lot of money, you will never know they have money. They have fucking old ass cars. They may have a nice ass house. When you see their bank account, they got a fucking shit ton of money. Because they don't spend money. Because usually, I mean, if you want to make money, you can't be just fucking constantly giving it out. You got to retain it. Use that money to either invest in something or buy something that's going to make you more money. Assets. Because people have liabilities. A house is a liability. A car is a liability. Anything that you have to purchase that is going to depreciate in value.
And this the dope part too. This is why we live in such a dope age, because you can turn those things into assets. You can turn your house to asset. Airbnb. You can turn your car.
You hit the Turo?
Yeah, Turo.
It's people that
are doing that,
bro. It's people that are buying fucking luxury cars because if you get it under LLC, if you got your business, you can those a write off, and you're renting those out to people, and people are like, if you get a Benz or something, you can charge a price. One weekend, you already paid the car note, and then anything after that, you make a profit.
So
like,
that's the asset. Yeah.
People don't think about like it's so much. Man, there's so many
And then
fucking
they
ways
get
to
too
make money,
attached
bro.
to their liability. They get too attached to it.
The
That's
thing
just
is,
a
people
car.
get attached to material things.
Yep, it's just a car. Even if it's a Lambo,
Man,
it's
listen,
a car.
It's a car. If it's a fucking Lambo and I got a little beater, nigga, it's done. At the end of the day, what does the vehicle do? Get you from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may look good, but I mean, at the end of the day, it serves a purpose.
Yeah.
It's to get you from one point to the other. So it don't matter if you got a fucking Lambo or you got a Honda, nigga. It's still the same thing.
And just
It just looks better.
Right. And then on that too, you can put your Honda on Airbnb. Just go for
1,000%.
cheap. You know what I'm saying? And now you turn into an asset. Yeah.
But I do think though, with everything going on now, like, it's no reason for people to
Come on. That's what
to not expire. Like, you don't have. I mean, the thing is, it's not gonna be overnight though.
Yeah, it's a
no
process.
reason. It's a process for sure. But there's no reason for anybody to be like, I'm stuck, because bro, internet, dude.
Bro, it's crazy. I'm doing both of them. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
that location to be dope because it's like it brings people, and then I'm doing both of them regardless. Even if I'm up here, I'm doing Airbnb, I'm doing Turo, like I'm about to do that. I actually had a car. I'm like, I'm not getting another car payment unless I'm doing Turo.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to do that. I would go to the auction and buy me somewhere. I'm about to go because if it's gonna increase my debt to debt to income ratio,
Debt to income, yeah.
I'm not about to do it. But if I can turn it into an asset, then I rock with it. All right. You wanna know my number though? My number crazy, bro.
You gotta have
My net worth. My net worth number is. I remember I was talking to my dad a couple years ago, and I told him. I want my net worth to be $1 billion.
You can though. The thing is though, that's dope that you are striving for that, because like, listen, if you go for $1 billion, if you get $1 billion, that's great.
Right.
But if you don't get it, but you get a half a million, nigga, that's still, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, shoot for the stars, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What they say, shoot for the stars, you may land on the moon. Like,
Yeah. Literally.
so if you have low aspirations,
you only gonna
you have a ceiling. Like, don't put a ceiling on it, so you can get whatever you want. But I believe in manifestation, and you manifest it, it's gonna happen. It may not happen in the time frame that you want it to, or it may happen faster than you want it.
Right.
You don't know, but if you put in the work, but
Yeah.
you are you've been putting in the work for years.
You gotta take the step. Like even with this space, it's crazy because I remember sitting on the bed. Pre got a recording. I was sitting on the bed watching a webinar, Neil DeVisio teaching you how to get an event space.
And you created it.
2019, and then I went down to Akron Score to get a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I remember walking through the building like being hyped, but now it's like boom. So it's just like small steps, but you just keep moving forward. Like, but it's definitely good.
Hell yeah. Do you ever think though? So once you get to a certain place, do you want to go back and mentor people? Because I feel like you would be a great asset.
Hey, that's something I plan on. I already thought about. That's something I plan on doing, even along the way, and heavily once I get to because people not gonna listen to me right now. Cause I'm like the people only really gonna listen to you if you got something to show for it. Like, so I know once I get to that point, then I know I'm really gonna have people's ears and eyes.
People be more willing.
You know what I'm saying? Like even stuff like this, like once I get close to that goal, I know this episode will probably go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know once I get close to there, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of mentoring, and I plan on doing like a lot of philanthropy stuff. Like, and I'm gonna probably do something like to where I charge for mentoring, but once you finish it and you put in the work, I give the money back to you.
Right.
Type shit.
Put it towards like whatever the goal is. Or
Yeah, or like down payment on a building or something, and then another thing too. This is another reason why I know I definitely could get there is because I plan on not just investing with people, but being partners with people. And putting money, and that's why I want to have so much money, because I know I want to have a lot to play with, and I don't plan on ever having $1 billion on me.
Right.
But just like my assets being
your assets, yeah, for sure.
But just like taking some. Okay, I got 100,000. This 100,000 literally ain't nothing to me. me. Okay, I give you, you know what I'm saying. And if your business fail, it was a risk. It was an investment. But like having partners, like okay, boom, or you do this, okay, boom. Now I'm getting like a dividend or a royalty check from that.
You ahead of the game though. Most people don't think that way. Like most people like they think how can I work for it? Like you go create your own shit. So that's
yeah, man. But yeah, that's it. I remember telling my dad. I remember my dad at first he brushed me off like yeah. I said no. I said Dad, I'm about to be working for B.
Yeah.
He was like, he stopped for a second. He was like, man, how, son? I said, I had it written down on a big piece of paper. I broke it down to him like, look, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be worth this. This is gonna be worth this. This is gonna be worth this. And I even got it written down on one of these boards in here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, should I pull it out? Should I pull it out? Let me see.
Yeah, pull it out. That's dope though, man, because you gotta aspire, you know what I mean, for something like, bro.
Yeah. I think like in January. So like different I think this one's gonna be
the storage unit. The trucks is good too, man. You can make a lot of money.
So like, okay, I'm like, okay, people got U-Haul. Why don't people compete with U-Haul? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me show you like this is. I'll show it to you. Like a lot of people be like, don't show people your girls. I'm powerful.
Yeah.
I'm a powerful individual. Like, and just like he was saying, he got a strong mind. I'm the same way.
Like, in no way one person can create all that.
It's not gonna happen.
But do you put people in place, and you gotta have people around you that have the same either goal or mindset as you, and then you get them and y'all build up.
Yeah.
You build it out, and then, bro, when you build it. Yeah. And the thing is, it'll come with time. Like you gonna get everything you want.
And then I'm so young.
You young as hell.
So like, what? That's all I be thinking. Like, what is it gonna look like? What is this gonna look like when I look back 20 years from now? Oh shit! Like we did this so crazy.
Yeah,
that's what keep me going.
It's a journey.
I can get up and not be, oh fuck, I gotta come here and do this. Like, and my life ain't where I wanted to be. Like, bro, what? I would be a dummy if I had that mindset. Because I know where I'm going. So why would I, even when I go through like any like financial situation now, because I know, it comes with, especially in the beginning, like why would I stress about that when I know where I'm going?
It makes it to me. It makes it the journey sweeter. Like, bro, if everything fucking went as according to plan, that shit would probably be boring. Also, you wouldn't even really appreciate what you get. Because like, if everything is easy, it's like, come on, like you gonna have fucking struggles, and but that builds character. But that shows you too. Do you really want it? Right. Like you can just give up and be like, fuck, this didn't work out. I'm gonna fuck this. I'm done. But if you really want something, no matter what happens, bro, you gonna preserve, or go, do whatever you gotta do to get to that goal. But people don't be wanting to put in work, bro.
Yeah, but that's gonna be dope, man. We definitely y'all stay tuned. We got some powerful stuff. Even with investments and stuff like that. I already know that we're gonna do some big stuff. It's crazy. I'm planning stuff in my head for us that I ain't even talking about yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know. I literally had it in my head. I think I talked to Pri about this too, but I literally had it in my head like what I'm gonna do. Like a part of that like whole picture is certain people that I know I'm gonna want around. I like they have to be around. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is one of the people like, so it's crazy. I had like plans for us literally teaming up on with stuff in the future, that's gonna be, that's gonna be crazy, but even other people, like, it's certain, especially, that's why I'm thankful too that it's a fine line between like fate and decisions, but I am glad that I met Capri and I met y'all, and because y'all impacted my life too. But just off of Shay is a very intelligent person too.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I study people, so I know. I'm like, yep. She is a valuable person. I always look at people. Are they valuable? Like, like Pre valuable as fuck too.
Yeah.
Like. without like this, like y'all, she behind so many ideas.
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't even know. She like, oh, we should do this. Like, she got the vision.
Yeah, Pre's a visionary.
Like her vision is dope. Like, so she definitely like super viable. So y'all some viable motherfuckers. Y'all some viable motherfuckers over here. I'll fuck with y'all.
All right. We'll see. That's a beautiful thing though. Like the journey, bro. This shit.
Yeah, the journey gonna be dope, bro.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
You look back.
Yep, man. I appreciate you, man. Being on the podcast. Podcast like 2 hours long. That's how you know you got a fire.
We're gonna do it again though. We got to get our shit going.
Yeah. Alright, y'all. Hey, look. This has been a great episode. Pay attention to the LP notes that you see on the video. Take action. Alright, I want y'all to take action. Like we said, a lot of things that can actually help you, but if it goes in one ear out the other, that's on you. You decided not to take action. Alright. So if you have to rewatch this, I do it all the time. Rewatch it, go get a pen and pad or get your phone out, or another phone out or whatever, and take some notes. Alright. But
It's been real.
till next time, y'all. Peace.